It's Winter Weather Awareness Week at the National Weather Service, Milwaukee, Sullivan. With the winter weather season upon us, it's time to prepare for all the time we'll spend shoveling snow and building snowmen ahead of us. However, snow is not the only type of precipitation we can get during the winter months. There are multiple precipitation types during the winter, such as freezing rain and sleet, that we can get by either adding or removing warm layers of air in the atmosphere. A warm layer of air is any pocket of air above freezing temperatures that is surrounded by colder conditions. The size of the layer and the location of it can play a big role in what type of precipitation you can get. To get rain, there just needs to be a large layer of warm air in the atmosphere. This will allow any ice crystals to melt and fall as rain. If there's a shallow cold layer at the surface or the ground is below freezing temperatures, rain can then quickly become freezing rain. Even a shallow, elevated, warm layer of air in the atmosphere can cause snowflakes to turn into sleet. In the absence of any warm layer of air, we get snow. Precipitation type is not the only tricky thing to consider during the winter weather season. There is also wind chills, blowing snow, and extreme cold weather events to consider. Increased wind speeds can have a major impact on winter weather. When it's windy, the moving air breaks up the insulating layer between your body and the colder surroundings. This speeds up your heat loss and can cause the effect known as wind chill, which makes conditions feel colder than the actual temperatures outside. Windy conditions can also cause blowing and drifting snow. Blowing snow can reduce visibilities and make it hard to see. Snow can drift onto roadways and up against houses, blocking the views of roads, people crossing the street, and build up walls of snow in front of windows or doors. The tricky part about blowing snow is that there doesn't need to be snow falling from the sky for it to occur. Just some snow on the ground and windy conditions is enough. Extreme cold events are also something to consider during the winter. Oftentimes, extreme cold events come around with the dreaded polar vortex. These events are often marked by Arctic air, brisk winds, and dangerously cold wind chill values. People who are exposed to extreme cold are susceptible to frostbite and hypothermia. Those who are the most prone to frostbite and hypothermia are those that are not prepared to go out into cold weather, spend long hours outside in the cold, or are those without adequate shelter. Lastly, when conditions climb above freezing during the winter months, be on the lookout for ice. When snow melts on sidewalks and roadways during the daytime, it can refreeze overnight, creating slippery conditions on your driveway, sidewalk, or the road. Make sure to stay up to date with your local forecast this winter so you're prepared for whatever winter throws your way.